Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung. That's my name. And I'm back at it again. I'm back at it yet again. This time, you know what we're talking about today? We're talking about sports card road rage. Oh, I know. It sounds so weird, It sounds like a weird idea, but trust me, I'm about to get into the clips. Let me just explain real quick. I was just on the road and I just had these thoughts about the sports card world and the economics, and I thought, screw it, I should record myself. Then I came up with this sports card road rage idea. If road rage is not PR enough, I might have to change it to sports card ride along, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not trying to be violent. I'm not trying to promote road rage. I'm just saying that would be a good title, I don't know. I just use sports card road rage. So anyway, enough of this jibber jabber. Let's get straight into the action. I have the single most ghetto setup ever. Yeah, I am driving on my grass. I'm gonna call this sports card road rage. Oh, hurry up! We're already off to a rough start, man. It'll get better for sure. So when Gary Vee talks about, love the process, he's talking about this stuff right here. He's talking about the dirt, man. I don't have the nicest car right now. I don't have the most established career right now. I don't have none of that stuff. But this is my favorite part of the storybook right now. It's just this journey, man. I kind of have built myself something, though, for sure. But I got to build myself more, and I'm going to love the process. I'm going to grind and work hard, and I'm going to be successful. I know it, man. So you got to have that mindset, too. Love yourself. Love yourself and be self-aware. But, I was just watching Graham Stephan's video earlier about negative interest rates. What that means is, there's in American economy, there is a Federal Reserve. So this Federal Reserve basically, makes decisions on interest rates, makes important macroeconomic decisions in America. They control a huge portion of our money. A huge portion of our tax money goes there, and also like the IRS and stuff like that. So the Federal Reserve has been just slashing interest rates for a while now. So at the start of this year in January, federal interest rates were like almost 2%, and then now they're pretty much at zero, or like 0.25% or something. So rates, they can actually turn negative, and it's possible. So when I was watching Graham Stephan's video, he said a future of negative rates could happen in 2021. So what does it mean if the United States have negative interest rates? That basically means the whole process of loaning money and borrowing money is going to be completely different. All your savings interest rates are going to be slashed for your like savings accounts and your CDs and all that stuff. So negative interest rates is a huge advantage for the buyer, and it's a very negative thing for the loan people. So if I'm giving money away, negative interest rates is no good. If I am borrowing money, the negative interest rate is a good thing. Okay, I'm back, right? It's your boy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all that. Okay. So, hold up. Time out. There is a sheriff here. So I guess I don't know if that's for me or not. Oh, man, hold up. Let me concentrate for a minute. Oh, this might have to be called Sports Card Rage, episode 1 or whatever, something. Man, maybe I do need that classical music. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible way to do it, B. That's awful. That's okay. Screw it. Yeah. If you're watching this, you got to deal with the lighting. I'm sorry. What can I do? I have a few different thought processes. Well, I have to edit. If I don't edit this video, it's gonna be an awful video. It's gonna be an awful debut series of that sports card road rage. Man, I should call this series Sports Card Road Rage. Sports Card Road Rage. I keep humming and okay, so interest rates, we don't know for sure if they're gonna be negative or not.
The first thing I want to point out is, what will the overall U.S. economy look like in the future if the interest rates hit negative? Hey, go look at Japan, go look at these European countries, look at Switzerland, look at what their economies have been doing since negative interest rates. Basically, the results are their trading markets, their stock markets have peaked. So, prices of these companies aren't going up. That's why they're investing in cash flowing assets, you know what I'm saying? They're investing in all these, very safe, solid companies with excellent dividend increases year over year. That's my first thought. Go look at other countries, see what they're doing economically. Secondly, Graham Stephan made this point. He said banks are either going to stop lending money or they're going to have to lend you money, but with a bunch of upfront fees. Because without the fees, they make absolutely zero. They would no money. So through the bank's perspective, in the Federal Reserve, perspective, literally have to pay you to take their money, right? Because if they just keep their money as is, they're gonna have to be paying interest rates just to keep it there. And same thing for the buyers, you too. Especially you sports card people trying to save money. You're gonna have to pay to keep your money secure. So that's kind of what they're advertising, and that's kind of sounds messed up, but this is the truth. I would say, okay, the bank there's no way they're not lending money. That will not happen. That will not. If the bank does not lend out $1, America is done. American economy is finished, because America relies on consumerism. They rely on over leveraging. They rely on debt, man. This country is ran completely on debt. What are the percentages of home buyers who pay cash for their house, who pay full amounts for their house? It's got to be less than 1%, man. And this just keeps going on and on and on, man. So you're talking about $1 trillion just alone in credit card debt, right? Something that's not even a necessity at all whatsoever. We have $1 trillion of debt in. Okay, I'm about to get on the highway, so I might be talking some nonsense now, just because I got to do a little bit of multitasking. So just be wary. Be wary. So that's one thing to think about. Number 2 is we got a presidential election coming up in 2020. Hold on. Nobody say a word. And I apologize for this being more of I'm talking economics episode, but I just had something on my mind. I just had to spit some bars, right? I'm screaming and all this, and I have a mic. What am I doing? So that's my second point. If we have a Democratic president, 2020 through 2024, especially if it's Bernie Sanders, he relies more on a socialism policy. Even though it's democratic socialism, doesn't really matter. The point is, he's going to increase taxes at least double, and corporate taxes are going to go up a lot. Therefore, the interest rates have a pretty solid potential of going up. The problem with all that is there's so many, U.S. economic issues beyond Biden. You can't really pour up the federal interest rate because we have other problems at stake. I mean, United States is in a very weird economic predicament in 2020, right? This is kind of what I'm thinking. Somehow I thought all this. This has got to be one of my worst videos I ever put up. Terrible lighting, that's one. I'm on the road, that's 2. Number 3, not safe. Number 4, I'm just trying to think of terrible reasons. Hey, I want to improve. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. This is called sports card road rage. Not I'm a politician road rage, right? How in the world does this economic nonsense connect to sports card investors, bro? Trust me, I'm being serious. This negative interest rate decision is going to be very important for you sports cards investors, man. Because as a sports card investor, no, you cannot over leverage. Okay, I know a lot of people will, and that's how a lot of people will fail in the sports card world. I promise you that. I promise you. Over leveraging basically means I'm gonna buy so many sports cards. I don't even have enough money to feed myself. I don't have the 4 basic needs, which is transportation, transportation, utilities, food, and shelter. So I can't even provide myself those 4 things, and yet I'm buying cardboard, I'm buying sports cards. Don't over leverage yourself. Make sure you have those 4 brick layers intact, like I just mentioned. Make sure you have an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of your monthly income. Make sure you have your money things necessary, right? And then you buy sports cards. Depends on your situation. Everybody's different. I would suggest at least, 15, 25%, somewhere around there you gotta save. Because potentially, if the sports card market temporarily goes down and then it comes back up, then you have an opportunity to buy into a dip and make a lot more money. I want to know if this audio is trash, let me know. If this lighting is trash, let me know. Because I want to improve, man. And tell me also when I'm doing good. If you keep your money in the savings account now, like in the future, in the next year, as sports are going to get hot again, as this virus is going to go down, negative interest rates might occur, boom, at that time. So that means you're going to have to pay for your money to be secure and safe in a savings account. They're probably going to charge you 0.25% or 0.5% interest. They're going to charge you. So just know that. I'm just trying to spit some bars, some free facts for you people. To a lot of different companies, media, government, and people are going to advertise to you. They're going to say, oh man, the interest rates are low, they're negative. That means we can borrow money, no problem. They're not going to charge us any interest. So they're going to be promoting a lot of borrowing money, and then they'll be borrowing record numbers of money. So sports card investors, you got to be very careful about that as well. So make sure you're not borrowing too much money you can't quickly pay back. Credit cards are going. This is going to be a huge problem, man. I think a lot of people are going to get sucked into this propaganda to borrow a bunch of money somehow, either through the forms of credit cards, through the forms of actual bank loans. Because when you're talking about sports card businesses and people owning them, I think that's going to be a problem. I think sports card investors, they need to be researching, and they need to be keeping their money and their things safe, man, too. There's a bunch of snakes out in the river, man. So don't be naive. Jump in that lake and let the snakes bite you, because they will bite you endlessly. So you better watch out for these people, man, I'm telling you. But there's going to be a bunch of good people behind you in the sports card community, because there's a bunch of amazing people in the sports card community that offer amazing free advice. I've learned so much in there. This sports card stuff is going to be good. In a separate video, I'm going to be talking about why specifically sports cards are better than stocks, it's better than bonds, it's better than a lot of investments right now. But that's a short-term investment. Long-term investment, I don't think sports cards will be the best form of investment. I don't know, they could be though. The superstar cards, some of the iconic Michael Jordan, iconic LeBron, iconic KD, Steph, Tiger, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Mike Trout, Derek Jeter, A-Rod. Some of these, David Beckham, some of these superstar players, I think they will continuously go up. I will say, sports cards do not cash flow. So I am not putting 100% of my funds into sports cards. I am mixing it up, diversifying. Some cash, a tiny bit of bonds, sports cards, right? A little itty of gold. Then, of course, cash flowing stocks. I am not interested in Facebook right now. I'm not interested in Berkshire Hathaway. I'm not interested in Google, because those are not cash flowing assets. There's a lot more sentimental value to sports cards than any other form of investment. I think you definitely need to be holding cash too. Even if they do charge an interest rate, just get ready for that. You could also put your money in U.S. Treasuries, and they'll give you a little bit of money based off interest rate futures. So if you really, really don't need money, I would put some of your money in a U.S. Treasury just to keep it safe. Hold up. Did I miss an exit?
Okay. What did you think about it? You can comment anything, like constructive criticism, feedback. I love that. So if you have any, sort of idea, any sort of recommendations, then let me know about it. And I also have a part 2 of this sports card road rage as well. It's the second part of my drive. So I have another episode just like that if you want to see it. But unfortunately, I can't make that video better because, well, I already kind of did it. So, well, not edited the video, but I already recorded the video. So on YouTube, I know I need to look up how to vlog in my car, and I need to get that phone stand if I want to keep doing this. But just let me know how that is, and let me know if you like the idea or not. I'm ready to hear some of the feedback. So I just want to clear up a couple things. I was kind of rambling on and on in the car. So some things I might have said are a little bit up there because I was just in the highway. I was just in that really fast feeling. So I had to think super fast, and I was just totally in that. So it might have screwed up my thought process a little bit. I'm not sure. And also, when I say these snakes on the lake, yes, I'm being serious. But you got to realize, that's probably about 1% or 2% of the whole sports card community. Everybody else is so amazing. The reason why I'm just talking about all these snakes in the lake is because I just want people not to get a bad deal. I don't want people to get fraud upon or to get counterfeit cards or something bad to happen. So you just got. So, it's very true, though. You gotta watch out for the snakes on the lake, man. And just follow these good people in the sports card community, and they will definitely do better, And also, shout out to the comeback card investor. That's where I kind of got my over-leveraging idea from, so. And the low-hanging fruit, I got that from PSA Collector. So, right, I'm not just making up everything I say. Hey, but snakes in the lake, I never heard that before. That was straight up me. I'll tell you that for sure. Give this video a like, right? A subscribe. Hit that, notification bell, right? Or one of those things, right? Or subscribe. And if you like it, you can click that, arrow and share the video too if you want to. So that way you guys can all talk about that sports card road rage. Anyway, it's been your boy, Brandon Chung. Okay. Till next time.